welcome to the World of Ravinia podcast, where we follow the tale of a group of college adventurers learning their trade in the classroom and real world at once. I am Dungeon Master Menvale. Our journey continues as Kwark goes to see his parents, Saul tries to mend some old fences, and Vincent tries to cause chaos in Misty Oak. So now let us return to the world of Ravinia. All right, everybody, welcome back. So, where we left off, guys got through the first few days as a break after the winter solstice. Went through a few things with Mara. Before Lazar and Dwin were able to assist with getting her back to normal. I believe this is where you guys got up to from a long rest. Uh, were you meeting at 11 or noon?
I'd probably say for me noon because that's usually our meetup time for lunch.
Okay.
Give or take. It's usually like 12, 1 o'clock, give or take.
Yeah, I was planning on doing some power reading, but
Yeah, I figure those that are up, I'll add the extra hour.
But I don't think I really have anything I need to do this day. Other than I was going to check at the people in the prayer hall and see how that's progressing.
Okay.
But nothing too linear.
All right. So, yeah, get to noon, meet up for lunch. I think, short of anything you guys have planned, the next 3 days can basically just pass. Unless you have any hard set plans you want to get into.
No, I think I'm good with that.
All right.
Yep. I don't know about anybody else.
Then, let's see. Vincent,
Yes, sir.
can I get you to roll a d20 for me?
Why do you need to laugh when you see that?
Because he likes to keep us in constant anxiety.
And a d8. And another d8.
Another D8?
Yep.
You're just trying to steal all my high rolls.
No. One sec, everybody. All right, investigation. Perception. You're good.
I'm gonna go see if I can figure out what they are.
Okay. Uh, Who was going to the prayer hall? Was that Gargant or Dragon?
In Drake, yeah.
Okay.
Do my cleric duties.
Right. Going there, things are pretty much the same. Most have been released by now. There's maybe a handful still under observation for the most part.
Okay. Like I said, I'd probably just do the basic checking people's bandages, changing them if they need to be. Nothing like too extravagant. So basic medicine, I guess.
Okay.
Then I'd probably head for dinner when it's the time and then head to my dorm shortly after.
Okay. So, Andraki, if you want to make a medicine check, you can see if you can assist at all there.
Hopefully a 21's good enough.
Yeah. While going to basically change bandages, you notice a slight discoloration in somebody's wound and were instantly able to identify the cause and address it. Uh,
It's just one person.
yep. But as a result, you're given a little something. Oh, did that actually drag over? Yes. Uh, you'll find a potion of greater healing in your bag now. Well, in your inventory.
Oh, that's good. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it in the Jeffers bag after. Just kind of keep my inventory organized.
Whoops.
Our existence has been wiped clean.
When you double click and open some, you didn't mean to. All right. Let me grab my tracker. Okay. All right. Let me update your reading and Kwark, give me 2 of those things I mentioned. Good.
Was the first one a pass or a fail? I can't remember.
That first one's a fail.
Okay. And as a result, I race out of my room and start doing tumbling exercises in the yard
Okay.
for about an hour. And then I go back.
Okay. All right. So we get to the morning that Quark and Saul will be leaving. One thing before that. Quark, did you guys have a set time you were setting out?
Well, pretty much like the morning of, we were going to have an early breakfast and then set out pretty much immediately after that because
Okay.
on horseback we can get to we can get there in like a day, right?
Yeah, especially if it's just the two of you on horses, no cart.
Yeah.
You can probably make it in about 6 hours, actually.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Uh, 8 a.m. I'm gonna assume Vincent probably isn't up that early.
At 1 a.m.?
8 a.m.
No, he's usually up later.
Okay. Uh, I know Gargan and Drake, I probably would be. So I don't know if all of you are meeting up before those two head out.
Yeah, if they said what time they were sorry, heading out, I would probably meet up, just say bye. Wish them luck on their journey.
Okay.
Agreed.
All right. So bright and early, 8 a.m., they're in the mess hall. Anything the rest of yous have planned leading up to the holiday for New Annual Day? Or sorry, True Annual Day.
Nope, just pretty much making rounds to the prayer hall, making sure everything's okay.
Okay. All right. Kwark.
Is the library still closed?
Library is closed till the 3rd.
Oh, did I manage to finish my book?
No.
Well, not for lack of trying.
No. Okay, yeah. I was trying to make sure you're one of the ones who had horse riding now.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So Saul need to make checks for self.
I was going to say, I think the only ones that are still in the party are Soul and Vincent, right? That don't have it? Because everybody else took a horse. And I had the worst luck out of all of us.
Yeah, I think maybe like a miniature goat or donkey or something would suit Vincent.
Well, because we had Soul driving the cart. I don't know if that would
Yeah. And
still give
Vincent was
her.
on the cart.
And I.
Was it on the cart?
No, it was Gargan that was on the cart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
can't remember if we swapped off for him to take a horse or not.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, I'll need to make 2 checks for Saul.
Wow.
So, front leg of the trip, instead of being 3, takes you guys closer to 5 hours while Saul tries to get a stubborn horse to go down the road. But you guys make it up on the back end and make it into town by 5 p.m.
So I can just passively check those.
You don't even need to, because you have proficiency in just riding a horse itself.
Okay. Well, once we get into town, uh, see about stabling the horses.
Okay.
And then and then I basically ask all, it's like, do you have plans for a place to stay, or?
Sh she just planned to check in with any family of hers still in town.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it'll be a silver each to stable a horse each.
Alrighty. That's going to be per day.
Oh, yeah. You guys, how many days were you
We're
staying?
staying here 5 days because we're heading back on the 30th. I mean, the only requirement was that we had to be, back by the 30th before sundown, I believe.
Okay, wait. Were you guys supposed to leave on the 25th then, not the 26th?
No, it was the 26th.
Okay.
I mean, if it weren't for the restriction, I would have stayed longer, but
Uh, so yeah, oh, you only need stabling for the 4 nights, then you wouldn't need to
right, not for the 5th.
stable on the 30th. So say 2 silver each for the whole trip.
Ooh. And I'll make my way over to my parents' place. Hopefully, they're winding down for the end of day.
Okay. All right, we'll say half hour stabling, splitting up, and you making it to your parents' place. So you arrive.
First, is anybody there?
The smoke from the chimney lights inside definitely says at least somebody's inside.
Okay, I'll give the door, a couple of quick knocks, and then, well, assuming it isn't locked, I'll try to open it.
Second knock, the door flies open, and your mom just grabbing you up in a big hug and trying to rush you inside.
And just come flying through the door, just like and tumbling about 30 feet behind me.
Is this the first time your father would see you since the change?
I believe so. Because the last time I didn't really get a chance to
See him, yeah.
see him. Because yeah,
So yeah, your mom doting on you immediately just throws you at a table and just starts grabbing the food she was cooking out in front of you. Your father, sitting at the table, looks up his paper and his eyes get the size of hub kebabs.
like, hi, Dad. Been keeping yourself healthy?
He just goes speechless. Eyes go from you to your mom and back and forth at least a dozen times.
Mom, you didn't tell him?
She, she said, but it's another thing to see.
Well, I've actually been getting pretty comfortable with this, and I've actually got a couple of new abilities in my profession, in my monk profession.
Oh, that's good.
I get it. I look totally different, but it really is me. Feel free to ask me anything you want.
Oh, I believe you. I've just. You see him take his glasses on and off a couple of times. Never seen anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Even in a place as diverse as the college, nobody's ever seen anything like me.
Well, eat up. You're still a grown boy, I think.
Well, of course, yeah, I'm still growing.
So, by the time you finish eating the family's family holiday sized feast your mother made, it's a good hour later.
Then we'll adjourn to the parlor. I'll sit there. I'll kind of relax and just start purring.
Okay. Your father seems to settle a bit more as the evening drains on. And your mother is the typical good hostess, making sure you have enough to eat, drink, constantly offering a blanket or to get you a sweater.
Well, Mom, I mean, Dad's tunic actually keeps me pretty warm. So you said that in your letters that you were trying to research a way of reverting me back to my original state. Did you make any progress in that?
Oh, yes, dearie. Uh, I was able to contact some old friends, and I'll be going to see them about some of it. I plan to leave around the 10th.
Of this coming month. Okay.
I'll be gone a while. It's a good month's journey to get there.
Well, I hope you don't take too many risks. You're my only mom.
Make an insight check. At that statement, you saw a bright smile before just a, a hint of something in the eyes, almost sadness, before she catches herself.
So will you be journeying with some of your old adventuring colleagues, or?
One, yes. Another that I attended its studies with, and two individuals they suggest we bring.
Well, I definitely appreciate you going on to all the trouble, but uh, even if this doesn't, pan out, I won't be disappointed. I love you one way or the other, and I just kind of hide my face a bit. It's just, I just don't want to lose you.
She just gives you a smile and says,
So on a lighter note, how was the harvest this year, Dad?
It did well. Uh, Old Lady Sunglider stated it was one of the best in years.
Well, that's good to hear. So I'm gonna take a guess on this, and have you heard about the latest um, excitement at the college?
Yes, although s- some stories were a bit conflicting.
Well, it basically started off as some sort of like diplomatic venture, but me and my party kind of stumbled into something that didn't really seem right, and turns out the main lord that showed up was leading a group of night rage goblins, and Sir Collingsworth kind of lost it.
Make a perception check. You notice just for a second your dad's eyebrow raises, but that's about it.
I mean, I wasn't really involved in most of the fighting. I was kind of, keeping to keeping to the outskirts of the combat, but it was mostly the faculty who did the fighting.
Your father just takes the sip of the drink in front of him. Your mom just chimes in with, I'm sure Lancel did.
I mean, aside from that, I've been keeping up with my studies. I should be proficient in most things now, like natural, botanical, soon. But mostly, I'm kind of glad to just be here. I missed you guys.
We missed you as well.
So, seeing as I'm going to be here for a few days, is there anything that I could help you guys with?
Your dad shakes his head. He's doesn't really have any plans for anything for the rest of the year. Your mom, no, uh, not really any plans until after the new year to make sure your dad will have enough supplies while she's gone.
Well, for now, I just plan to enjoy your company. I just kind of curl up on the couch.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I wanted to do there.
Okay. So jump to the morning. Did you have was so that's basically just that conversation and spending some time visiting in general?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, the conversation obviously would have been longer, but while I
Oh
filled
yeah.
in some of the details, but
Yeah. I just didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to ask.
not that evening, no.
Okay. Okay. We get to the next evening. Anything further like over your stay here?
So the one thing I really wanted to know is, I mean, your quest to get me changed back. It seems more than just getting back to being good old Quarky. Is there something I need to know about my current form?
Mm, un- It's a it's a not well known event. I wanted it to ensure you're safe.
I want to roll insight to see how much truth there is to that.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure she's telling the truth.
Okay. And the other thing I kind of wanted to know, I mean, I never really broached this because you've been such wonderful parents as I was growing up.
Mm.
What do you know about my origins?
Uh, just that you were found along the road, taken with some other lost children uh, into overs then there, and us and a few others from Misty Oak took in yourself and a few other goblin children that were among the lost.
Was there anything on my person that would have indicated like what clan I'm from?
The only thing you had was that uh, small vial that we stored for you, although it was in a small leather packet instead. And we felt it was easier not to get lost in the vial.
You're talking about the vial of dust.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I actually did find out what that dust was.
Oh,
Oddly enough, it's pixie dust.
your father gets a bit of an amused look at that. Really? Fascinating possibilities. I need my notepad. And just goes rifling for papers and starts jotting down notes. Your mother. Huh, that's rare to find. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what the person who identified it was said. I still have it. Not on me right now, but safely stored in my room back at the college.
It's and you see her just sort of get lost in thought without speaking.
You okay, Mom?
Yes. Yes. It means Walter might be right.
Hey, you're acting a little weird.
It's been a long few weeks.
That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about that night.
Okay. The next night,
So, is there going to be any parties leading up to the year's end in town here?
uh, not other than the night of the 30th and the day of the 1st.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to head back to the college before then. It'd be nice to party it up with you guys, but they want us back before sundown, before the year turns.
That would be Martin. He has his own superstitions of the holiday.
Mm. Mom, how familiar are you with Tobias?
I knew him when we were students.
It's one thing I haven't mentioned yet during the battle at the college. There is Tobias went missing, and nobody seems to know where he went.
Before she answers, your dad just chimes in with, well, once a cat, always a coward.
Interesting.
Make a perception check. Okay.
Wow. My D20 loves sixes. So during my stay here, I do want to demonstrate some of my monkly abilities to my parents.
Okay.
Including my ability to hang upside down on trees by only my claws.
Okay. That might be easier to explain during the day.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying because we always end up on the night. I'm just saying
Yeah.
during my time here.
Yeah. I'll jump it 12 hours instead of 24 next time.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, what makes you say that, Dad?
Without even looking up from his papers he's looking over. A man earns his reputation. One way or another.
Well, I mean, that's true. I mean, the only reason I brought it up is that I was assisting some of the faculty with the investigation, and it's like he up and vanished without a trace, but it was difficult to tell if it was of his own accord or not.
Hard to say. It's a name I haven't paid much heed to in, oh, a few decades.
Yeah.
Puts down his papers, grabs his cup, and I think I'll grab a drink.
And the implication of that is from his own stocks, or is he going to the bar?
Nope, just off into the kitchen or
Okay.
side. Your mom just puts a hand on your shoulder and I go for a walk at dawn every morning. Perhaps you'll join me.
Certainly.
Hmm. Okay. So we'll skip to the next morning. This is probably about when you guys would get back from your walk.
Okay. Oh, here, I wanted to show you something. Is there a nearby tree?
Yeah.
I've taken to periodically doing this as a meditation. I slip off my boots and then get up in the tree, clamp onto one of the branches, and just hang down and start like a meditation.
He just lets out a soft chuckle and oh, that's something.
Clears my mind and allows me to increase my endurance at the same time. Then I'll just drop off the tree and then use my my slow fall to make sure I don't take any damage.
Okay.
Slip my boots back on. So as you can see, I am learning some things. I'm ferocious when I need to, helpful to pretty much anyone.
Mm.
You raised me well.
Yes, you're a good boy. Before we get back to the house, there's a few topics it's best to avoid around your father. Uh,
Go ahead.
Tobias would be one.
Okay. I mean, I kind of got that impression.
Hmm, uh, the Maiden of Bliss would be another.
Well, okay. On that subject, and then I kind of go into the details of what's been happening with our party. Now, mind you, I didn't do anything to encourage that. She just took a liking to us.
Where it's a touchy subject for your father. I think
Do you think his experience with the maiden possibly influenced her decision to include me in her whatever she's trying to accomplish.
Well, Tobias presents himself as reckless and carefree. He is generally wise. He has uh, a a gift for foresight.
Then should I take it as a problem that he's disappeared?
The timing you suggest is disheartening, but
Well, all I can really say is that all of the encounters with the Maiden of Bliss seem to have wrapped up in that fight that was at the college just a couple of weeks ago, like last week. It all seemed to be some sort of prophetic vision, dream, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
So maybe she'll leave us alone now.
how has Veritha taken to Tobias's absence?
Not really well. Mostly, she's kind of been censured because she was our point of contact in um, once we found out that the Night Rage Goblins were part of the retinue. Um, we basically went to her, and then she's the one who told Lord Collingsworth, and he kind of censured her for it. So she's not doing so hot right now.
Make a perception check. Everything's good.
Does kind of have a good relationship with well, two of my other party members. Although I will say, when I changed races, she really had kind of abrupt turnaround as to how she treated me. um, she didn't really seem to have a liking for goblins of any kind, but as I am now, she kind of likes me.
Yes, she has a soft spot for felines.
Anything else I should know about Dad?
No, he has been enjoying retirement, but I think the discovery of your dust has
I noticed that was a little odd.
awakened his mind again.
You know,
All right. Any other questions?
not really.
Okay. Gets us to the night. Or are you good to leave in the morning?
We can pretty much wrap it up.
Okay. So, in the morning, you meet up with Saul. This is the first time you've seen her since you guys got to Misty Oak.
How does she look?
Tired.
So, Saul, I thought this was supposed to be a vacation.
Yes. We have plenty of time.
Then why do you look like you played the lute for like 16 hours straight?
What do you mean?
Well, in that case, I'm guessing my mom and dad are both there to see me off.
Yep.
Well, it's been really nice visiting with you, and I will write to you soon. And as I said before, don't get into anything too dangerous, just for the sake of returning me to what you, I guess, would see as normal. I'm still me, and that's not going to change.
Okay. You'll be well. Okay. I'll make Saul's 2 checks.
Dude.
All right. Gonna need both of you to make a con save. Okay. So definitely dragging on the way back.
Like as we approach the college, I think maybe next time we should just ride together.
That might work.
Or taking the wagon.
Well, I mean, I'm still a small size character, even in my feline form.
Yeah, but I thought she has
And
proficiency driving the wagon.
Saul is not exactly a troll either.
It's true.
So as we get into the college, we'll go stable up the horses
All right.
and see what kind of chaos the rest of our party has been in.
Okay.
Like, at least the college is not in flames.
Did everyone get their messages? Or do I need to resend them on Discord?
I think you had to resend them on Discord. You sent them in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah.
I have no message that I can see.
Was that before or after you cleared the chat log?
It was after.
I have messages.
So I have one. I think I have one message, right?
You have one.
Yes,
No, you have two.
I have two. Okay, so I saw one. Let me see. And they were both in
Fantasy Grounds.
Instagrams. Oh, I see. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, Endraki, I don't think I sent you one. It was in regards to reading materials, and I don't think you have
Oh.
anything right now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like I don't see anything. Am I going crazy?
So do you have a list of the books I have?
Yeah, you have.
I mean, I have them separated out, but I can't remember like which would be like the next obvious book. Let's see.
So there was the basic guide and oh wait, I think you might have returned the other one because it was due back.
I didn't. There was nothing due that I didn't read, at least that I could recall. And I believe the one I was reading was that particularly meaningful one. I think the one that was written by
Yeah,
Martin.
and you finished that.
And is the feature I got now something that's on my actions or
Not yet, because
okay.
like I said, it's a choice on which one.
Oh, I see. See. All right. Well, I mean, there's nothing secretive here.
Yeah.
All right. So that book let me. Is this something that I would do in class, or is this now another sort of out of
Nope,
class
this
study option?
is out of class, and now you can add it to your skills.
Okay. And how do I? It's one is called Spellcraft and one is called Arcana.
Yeah, Well, no, it's they're both under Arcana, like sub skills.
But there's a choice, and I see one's called spell detection.
Yes,
And what's the other choice?
spellcraft.
I see. Oh, I see. Arcana spellcraft or Arcana spell detection. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now I understand. So I just choose between the two. And
Yeah.
where do I find a description of those?
Sec.
What's that?
I said 1 sec.
So I'll clearly return that book that I finished. And then I think I had two others, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Zen, I just updated yours on your skills.
Then just went AFK.
So I'm looking at these two. Can you tell me any more about the mechanics of it? For example, spell detection. Is that maybe a reaction? Is it an automatic thing?
Uh,
Like if it's in combat and I see a spell being cast, um, how do I? Is there a way to do that without using up an action or something like that?
yeah, you just state that you're trying to detect the spell.
Mhm.
You would
It's
make the check like a reaction, but it doesn't use your reaction.
it's akin to an insight check.
Okay, all right. So it doesn't take any time, so it doesn't cost any action time.
Right.
Okay, and for spell craft, what would the nuts and bolts of that be?
Uh, Basically, what it says, you to varying degrees, depending on research materials, knowledge of the existing spells, can basically make anything within the confines of what you can store in your book.
Um, so let me see. So yeah, so a variant of an existing spell. I would go to the library to find something, or
Yeah, to find some details, and basically, as you work on it, just message me in like Discord. We'd work it out to do the equivalent of like lightning bolt, except using earth or air or
okay. Alrighty. All right, I'll pick spell detection then.
okay. You drag it on your sheet. And proficient. Okay.
All right, cool. Thanks. And of the two books left, let's see. Is
Yeah.
Corin's Guide to Magic Text one of them? No, there is that an older one that
No,
was long read.
that's an old one.
Yeah.
Like that's just it. I see the basic guide to herbalism, and I don't see the other book on your sheet. And I had a note that it was due back, I think, on the 30th of last month.
All right, so the only book I have now would be the on
The
herbalism.
basic, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Yep. I'll start reading that. I guess I got a bunch of recipes and stuff so maybe that might help flesh
Yeah,
that out a little.
potentially.
All right. That's what we'll do, and I'll return the high profile one. Make sure that gets back without
Okay.
in one piece.
Okay. Okay. And Vincent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One second. I'm just adding a note for you.
I put it in my traits.
Oh, in traits. Okay.
Yeah, just a note to myself.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you guys get back. Again, well, 30 minutes to stable, meet up with everybody. 6 o'clock the night before the holiday. What do you guys got to share?
Well, I'm going to tell the rest of our group that my mom is next month going on a quest to try and return me to goblin form.
Wait, you're a goblin.
Not at the moment.
Is that a problem?
No. Just asking.
Well, he said it might be a bit dangerous. I kind of warned her that, I mean, she doesn't need to go through that much trouble to get me back. I'm kind of getting comfortable in my own fur now, that kind of thing.
So you want to stay where you are?
Yes, but I mean, she basically won't. I mean, she's my mom. She wants her old Kwarky back.
Oh,
Now, if she can do it, that's fine. If not, I'm just trying to make sure that she won't be too disappointed.
but Kwark, did they ever ask what you wanted?
Not really.
Well, what do you want?
I want to make my mom happy.
Oh,
I'm good with it either way. It's been fun being able to scale the tallest tree with only my claws. But, I grew up my entire life as a goblin, so just see both forms have their pros and cons.
so I take it you don't want us to go on a quest to stop your mother from completing her quest then?
No. And besides,
Interesting.
we wouldn't be able to. She's partnering up with some of her old adventuring colleagues. And let's just say, I don't think our entire party could take my mom down.
It's not like we have to actually fight.
I get it, but I mean, it's me, it's my family. I'm good with it either way. I just don't want her to get hurt. On a different note, I did find out that my parents do have previous experience with Tobias disappearing.
Oh, do tell.
It's a bit of a sensitive subject with my father, but um, let's just say my father believes that um, Tobias is kind of a coward by nature, even if he does have his usefulness.
Well, I can respect that.
Oh, sorry, not a. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say kind of a rogue by nature.
As opposed to a rogue by class.
Yeah, personality, not profession. Tends to do things his own way. Not sensitive of other people's feelings on the subject. So for whatever reason he disappeared this time, it's probably has something to do with his own personal agenda.
Okay. Zen? Zen, can you make a perception check?
So why doesn't your father like talking about Tobias?
Differences of personality.
Is that a guess?
No, it's kind of what my mom told me. Is Zen around?
Yes, I am.
Uh, make a perception check for.
A perception check. One sec.
Okay. Guys, I've been probably there for about an hour now. Okay.
How much more of my book do I have to go through?
You can probably get it done tonight.
Okay, power reading session until I collapse.
So, can I kind of like pull Soul aside?
Yep.
And just be like, "Hey, you've been really quiet since returning. Like, is everything okay?"
And you see her still just counting on her fingers.
So why are you counting?
Don't tell anyone. The night we got into Misty Oak and I went drinking, and the next memory I have was seeing Kwark this morning, thinking it was the next day.
So there was a chance you were drugged. Why wouldn't you want to tell anybody about that?
Because I was staying with family, and they also said they hadn't seen me. No one had. But I woke in my bed in their house.
Okay, well that's not normal.
It is when you drink too much.
Like how much are we talking about too much to drink?
I don't recall.
You know you drank too much when you don't remember that you have your drink.
We're drinking? Hey, well, if you don't want to tell anybody, but if you remember anything and you want to talk about it, let me know.
Mm. Okay. Anything else anybody has planned for tonight?
Reading.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have anything planned.
Okay.
I'm out of
I
a
don't even
book.
think I have a book anymore.
I think we should go book shopping.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
yeah,
we
it's-
should.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, it's back open, isn't it?
not till the 3rd.
Oh,
Not
true.
until the
Wait,
third.
how many days is that?
Vincent got me excited.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a Kwark. So, what kind of
If
books
you
are
happen
you?
to say that out loud, I gesture over in your direction and swing my claws.
I wiggle my nose in the direction of your claws. And then I ask, what are people interested in reading?
Hmm.
I'd probably try and see if I can find a book on my mother's clan. That'd be my first thing to do.
What about you, Zin?
Mm, I'm unsure right now.
I can't wait. So anyway, I was dispatched out on a secret mission, and I acquisitioned a couple of potions. And Drake, I hear you're a bit of a expert in the arts of the arcane. Maybe you could help me identify them.
That would probably be more Gargan's forte than mine. I
Garg,
don't have.
I hear you're an expert in arcane.
Actually, repeating it is helpful because it was coming in on the softer side. Did you say you had something you wanted to identify?
Yeah, but we could do that back in your room.
Sure. Yeah, depending on what it is.
Shh. Top secret.
All right, I go back to my newspaper.
Are you done reading yet?
I just didn't recall if we were with a group and I was pretending that
I thought we were in a group.
I was being discreet. So yeah, anytime.
Oh, I already took
anytime-
off from my room.
Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Absolutely.
Just
yeah.
swoosh over Vincent's head. He doesn't catch that you were trying to be incognito.
Okay. Yeah. If it's a good time to go and check this out, absolutely.
Yeah, it would be great. Let's go.
Yeah. Go with every intention of being helpful.
So when we get back to his room, I'll show him the 2 unidentified potions that I acquisitioned.
Cool. Excellent. So this is a question for the DM. I know some of these things I'm able to potentially identify using Arcana, and some require the all-out spell at the cost of a pearl every time. Where does this fit?
You can always try Arcana first,
Okay. Alrighty.
and then when you roll a 1,
21, we could decide. All right. Give me 2 seconds to be at the computer here.
Okay.
Ready. Let's see. Okay, and I also have, since it's been a few days, I also have some brilliant academic points. Let me see if that works for an Arcana check. Yes. All right. Well, all right. So I try to identify the first one with an Arcana check, and the brilliant academic.
black or yellow first.
Your choice.
Vincent,
Well, let's do the yellow first.
yellow
Yellow.
first. Okay.
Okay. So that would be a
15.
Let's see. Yeah, 15.
Okay. Identify that one. It's a potion of genius.
Ironic, I rolled a 6 on this potion of genius, but eked it out.
It works just by holding it.
That's right. Holding it in your hand gives you +1. And all right, if you want me to take a crack at the other one, I'm happy to.
Sure. Let's see what Lackey has.
Let's see what this is.
Yep.
All right, 24. I probably don't need to roll, but I'm happy to if I do.
Nope. It's a oil of slipperiness.
All right. Yeah, you picked up some good old school shit.
Yeah, don't tell anybody it was a secret mission. I can't even say who
Yeah,
sent me on it.
nope.
It's
As far as I'm
untoward.
concerned, no. As far as I'm concerned, you were the rightful owner of these potions when we were identifying
Well,
And
as
he,
payment for your service, he'll
them.
pull out a ration from his pack and hand it over. No charge.
No, that's not necessary.
I insist.
little do we know, he's going to turn the cafeteria into an ice rink.
Ooh.
I should really button down and figure out all that magic-y arcana stuff, considering that sometimes I use magic.
Well, I'm happy to help anytime.
I appreciate it.
Click this on the sheet.
Are we frozen in time?
Oh no, just apparently something didn't save last time. All right. So you guys got done that. Other than reading, does anyone have any plans for the night? Oh,
Everything's still pretty much closed, right? So
yeah. Okay. So it's like I just gotta drop your monthly package on everybody's sheet. Okay. Now, who finished books? All right. So, Kwark, you did finish yours.
Am I smarter now?
That sounds about right. All right. I am going to, just so they don't get lost on your sheets, drop any important notes that you got on your screen. Okay. Let me know once you're done with those.
Can I add that as like an advanced effect under my abilities page?
Okay. All right. Did everyone finish with their notes?
Yep, I'm done.
Yeah, good to go.
Zin?
Sorry, I was taking care of something.
Ah, okay.
And where it says the parcel to each of us is that one item?
Uh,
It was a collection of items.
yeah. So
See,
the
how do you
note that I
tell?
dropped up was one of them.
Yeah.
A good chunk of it is your monthly coin.
Okay.
And is this garden?
Yeah. So I assume it's the dust,
Yep, 4
which
more.
is awesome. Okay. Perfect.
You got the dorm credits, the gold. Some people would have received items.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
All right. I don't know what time you guys were planning to meet in the morning.
I probably would have just kept to my regular schedule.
Okay.
I just don't know about Kwark and Seoul because they just got back from a long trip.
Quark?
Uh, Organizing my stuff.
Okay. All right. So you guys don't usually meet until 9 anyway, right?
Typically around then, yeah.
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll skip it to then anyway.
How do we know what we got with the letter?
Uh, in your case, it was just your dorm credits and your coin.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't see it on the thing. I just saw the note.
Yeah, it drops everything in that package without telling everybody else exactly what you got.
Fair. Okay.
Oh, I have a question.
Hmm.
Sorry. Anything I put in the Jeffers bag, it should be taken off my weight, right? Because anything that goes into it, it should only weigh whatever the bag weighs. Or does that?
Uh, It should.
Because I don't know if it's taking the weight off or not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I might
Could
have
it be
to
because
check
I
and make sure the extension I lowered back up that does it.
Or could it be because I still have them labeled as carried?
No, because the bag being carried should take care of that. But yeah, I'll just mark it as blank for now, and it brings the weight down. Like I said, I'll check next time. I think I might have forgot that put that section back on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll certainly send a message back to Martin to the effect of like, "Thank you, thank you so much. Hope you are well."
Okay. And you get one pretty much right back. And to you as well. I enjoyed my night with a hint of in the speech.
What did he say?
Oh, he's slurring as he's responding.
Yeah, and so I couldn't hear it.
He's like, and to you as well. I enjoyed my night. Which has not ended.
So I basically got a drunk text.
Yeah.
Oh, I never asked the party. Is there anything you guys want to put in the Jeffers bag?
Not really. I travel pretty light.
For future, how much room is left?
I think I have about 15 pounds left in there that I can put in there.
All right.
But I can also pull a couple of things out if I need to. Like, mostly what's taking up the room is the tent and the large tent are both in there. Which,
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we able to just keep that on the wagon? Or do we have to store it somewhere? Or the cart or whatever that we got. I can't remember.
The stuff on the cart?
Yeah, like I would have thought we would have left the tents on there.
Yeah, one sec.
Because they're
Those
actually in
rows.
my inventory right now.
There you go.
Like I have 2 small tents and a large tent. That's kind of eating up all the room I have.
I mean, yeah, you could throw them back on the wagon.
Okay. So that would go in the party inventory, I guess?
Well, the wagon
Yeah.
technically is public storage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because right now they're sitting in my inventory, eating up weight and room.
I mean, that's kind of why we had put them in there, though.
Oh, in the Jeffers bag, just store
Right.
it? It's fair.
I mean, if you
Well,
want to like drop them in your room or whatever, that's fine.
It's fair. Just make sure to grab them before we leave.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll just put them in my room for now. Just so that they're not in the
Like
Jeffers.
mostly, yeah, it's like mostly we kind of have the Jeffries bag just to carry those. so that we have our extra space on the wagon.
But I was asking if they were need to be stored, just left in the Jeffers bag, or if we were going to store them on the wagon when we're not using the tents, like when we're at the college. But if we just store them in my dorm, that's fine.
The thing is, the tents, if you store them with the wagon, you'll be storing them in the elements, essentially.
That's true. Okay, I'm just changing what's in here real fast. Oh, didn't mean to hit enter, but just there we go. Okay, I just wanted to clarify before I did anything with it. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, what is that? That's better. Oh, Vincent, one sec. No worries then. Vincent, did you get my note?
Oh, sorry, I see it. 1 second. I don't think I gave them a name.
Okay. I had everything else but that, and I'm like, what were they?
Only the shadows know.
Okay. So, in the mess hall this morning, you see definitely fewer people than usual. Uh, and the attire seems to be a mix. Some in their normal armor that you wear around, some in their best dress, some in their pajamas. No real rhyme or reason to any of it.
Oh, can you say that last part again?
No real rhyme or reason to why anyone is dressed in their individual particular way.
Well, gentlemen and ladies, It is quite the quandary. Vince is going to grab himself a porridge and an apple and see if he can hear anybody talking about anything odd.
Okay. Uh,
I'm just
are
gonna grab
you
some
trying
cream
to do
coffee.
it a little stealthily?
Yeah.
Uh, make a stealth check first. Okay. Make a perception check with advantage. Okay. Uh, roll a d6, a d8, and then a separate d8. What were you saying, Quark?
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh.
But after I sit down with my coffee and wait a couple of minutes, I may start chattering like a cat. Just an assorted array of growls and hisses.
Okay. All right. Where am I?
So, can you set the scene again?
Okay.
Were we all
So-
eating? We saw some people, still in their pajamas or something, and then
Yep.
then
So
Vincent
yeah.
went to investigate because I don't have the heart to tell him that I could hear that I could effortlessly hear what anyone's saying 120 feet away.
So yeah.
It's okay. He's trying to be helpful.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a porridge and an apple.
I'm curious as like what he's doing when it would
So-
be appropriate to say I'm going to listen in, that kind of.
So
Yeah.
I did a 28 on my still. I disappeared into the crowd.
Basically, yeah.
Apparently, somebody's never heard of a pajama party.
Yeah, but some people are in chainmail, plate mail, leather, evening gowns, tuxedos, winter sweaters. It is every mix of variants you can imagine, and it like if
It's
you look at
laundry
one
day.
table, you might see 3 guys in Christmas sweaters and someone in a tux, and they're all sitting together.
Oh, this is probably related to even Martin's night on the town.
Well, yes, this is
It's
true
like,
annual day,
yeah. Now,
the marking of the new
understanding.
year.
Got it. And this is the morning after, or it's
Well,
continued. It started. It sounds like it
many
started
people
last
will
night.
start the day before. Technically, this is the holiday.
This is the right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll hear what Vincent says and then see if it's appropriate to listen more and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll find my way back to your guys' table and pop up out of nowhere. Like, guys, did you know? Do you know why they're all dressed up?
Not particularly curious. My brain is fried after reading for half the night.
It wasn't that long. You only had about 3 hours left.
His brain had to work extra hard.
My statement stands.
Well, that doesn't help carry the conversation forward. Hey, Gargan.
I actually didn't realize I was muted. I said I actually am interested in what you heard. Apparently, I got to this age and never knew what the New Year's Day equivalent was.
Yeah, you and me both. Anyway, apparently it's some kind of holiday. And everybody's dressing up like this in hopes that this event isn't going to turn into a bloodbath like all the other ones around here.
Sent it to a bloodbath.
Well, almost turns into a bloodbath.
I'd probably. Are you saying it to the entire party or just the Gargant?
Yeah, to the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd probably adjust my armor a little bit to be like, I'll be keeping this on, thank you. Knowing with our luck in parties, it's going to end into a wee bit of a tuffle.
Do either of you have a Professor Ironbreaker?
I don't know. Do we?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think so. I think that kind of sounds like something that a fighter or something would have. Just by the last name, or somebody that's taking like a smithing class.
Probably because he breaks all of his students' projects.
Yeah, that does sound like a smithing class. Then
I mean, it's his name.
Well, I'm ready to go anytime.
Yeah, anyway, if I had known this was going to be a slumber party, I wouldn't have changed.
Fortunately, I adventure in my pajamas, so I'm good.
we could look around the campus, see if there's anything interesting going on today.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, guys headed out.
Nothing else to do, I guess.
Nothing seems to be going on in the courtyard. In fact, most things are tarped off. You see a few people outside the prayer hall.
Are there any squirrels in the courtyard?
Oh God!
Yes.
Bolt! Time for some cardio.
Well, I think. Well, there we go. There we lost Kwark for a bit.
That gives me an idea.
Oh God.
Gives you an idea.
Let me see if I can do it though.
Oh no, there's two of them now. So, what's your idea?
Yeah, this is what just kind of killing
it's
me.
just Quark's so fun to play with. I need to go to the store though. Find myself some really, really thin, hard to see fishing
Hard to see what?
line. String. A wire. Invisible wire. Do they sell that?
Uh,
So is Quark chasing after the squirrel?
yes, apparently.
How's that?
I'll finish up once I've asserted domination over the rodent population.
So that's what he's doing. He's trying to create his own squirrel army.
No, he's just trying to rule out of fear.
Actually, it's agility training, but all right.
I'm sure the squirrels appreciate being trained on their agility.
Vincent,
The College of Champions does not deserve to have any fat squirrels.
There's no mercy in this dojo.
Yeah, but if we keep them fat, if there's a famine,
Yeah, then they're going to be too quick to catch too. Everybody starving. Kwark with a tear in his eye. So proud.
Okay. Vincent, to answer your question, yes, it will be 2 silver.
How long is it?
50 feet.
Okay, want to buy that?
Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me edit the shops to add it, so there you go. So yeah, over at the prayer hall, there's a few people doing some type of different, like 2 or 3, maybe 4 groups doing different little prayer circles. And you see a dozen or so people here and there crossing the field, getting to different buildings, but it has a very relaxed feel compared to the last few, the festivals and obviously the events of the solstice, and a very much more laid back attitude. Anything else anybody's looking to find out about?
So aside from individual celebrations, there's nothing organized going on?
No, does not appear to be. You haven't heard anybody bringing it up?
I'd probably wait until later in the day to see if anything interesting happens.
Okay. So if you want, we can cut to, say, 2 when you guys normally broke for lunch.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, and I'm gonna assume Garden continued reading in the meantime.
How's Soul's condition right now? Still acting weird, or
Only
is...
one person noticed that,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, you'd say he seems to be normal now. Okay, 2 o'clock. Seems to be much the same, but the only difference, you see more of the staff are out than there was in the morning. Many of them also much more relaxed than you've seen in the last few holidays.
Anyone in particular that we would
You see Umbert and Wilda walking together. You see Dwin doing his little jig while he plays at a sham going around the campus. One thing you would notice different from the Harvest Festival, uh, the completion of the first test for everyone, and every other event, Lord Collingsworth has not come out and made a grand speech in front of everybody. And so far, you have not seen him at all, actually.
I kind of think we know why.
Yeah, I was going to say, after the last time we saw him, are we surprised?
But yeah, it seems to be, except for the fact, well, I guess the last week there's been no classes, but for the most part, it's just another day for most people.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to briefly swing by and see Miss Faunhopper,
Yeah,
see how she's doing, because
I'll accompany you.
Yeah. Saul and Zin will obviously both go as well.
Vincent will tag along.
So make your way over to the admin building. Doors are open. You go in. Miss Faunhopper is seated behind her desk. No book in hand.
how's she look?
She Greetings, students.
How have you been holding up? It's been a rough week.
I am well.
Bonnie, go.
What was that?
Sorry, talking to my daughter. She was going to come in here and be loud. I was like, oh, no, go. uh, can... Do we... You said we don't notice anything off. Well, she sounds off. Uh,
I'm going to drop down on all fours and approach her desk. As I approach, I'm going to start purring.
You see her give you a simple nod.
So does she kind of look blank or tired or?
Make an insight check.
Of course.
She seems to just be present.
Well,
Is there anything I can do for you?
no. Mostly we were just visiting to see how you're doing.
And if there was anything we could do for you.
No. I am fine.
I understand.
See here. Just want to check. No. Nope. Okay. Okay. Kwark and Vincent, give me perception checks. Okay.
We're blinded us about over here.
You guys must be struggling to see over the counter.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm going to try and do something.
Okay.
I'm going to try one of my spells, telepathic communication, to send her a message asking if we are being watched, or if she's being watched, and if so, blink twice. And I know this lasts up to 3 minutes, I think. Or does it take 3 minutes to concentrate?
Who is this?
Hey, Drake, yeah.
Okay, I was looking at Gargans, so that's why I'm like. So yeah, it's concentration up to 3 minutes.
Oh, like this spell works for 3 minutes, or
It can last up to 3 minutes.
okay, I didn't know if it was like you're concentrating for 3 minutes and then you can send your message. I
No, no,
wasn't sure
no.
if I was
It's
reading that wrong.
single action to cast.
Just to make it a little more tricky, it would be in Elvish. Because that is one of the languages I speak, and she is an elf.
Okay.
Just in case.
Is it one of
Stuff.
the spells you have? Okay, it is one you have prepared. That's what I want.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Range. Oh, okay.
Line of sight. I was like, well, I'm standing right in front of her.
All right. Yep. No saving throw. Okay. Yep. So you cast it. What is it you say?
I was asking her if we're being watched, as she seems to be a little off to me, just by the way she's speaking. If we are, or if she's being watched, more or less, blink twice.
So yeah, since nobody checked to see what you were casting and it has no verbal component, the only thing you'd notice is about when she hears this voice, she tenses. And then in Drakei, you would hear back,
Which I would have myself open to receive any
yeah,
message from her because of my ring. Would prevent that if I don't.
ooh. I'm trying to remember if you can repress that.
I thought that's what it said. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying. Uh, Only if you allow it. They can
If you okay,
communicate.
I forgot that part of the item. Yeah, okay. So yeah, she would respond back. I do not know. I believe Lord Collingsworth has left the college.
Oh, I would send. Oh, if I didn't know if that was in the message. Sorry.
But his reach is long.
How long ago do you think he left? And would that him leaving coincide with your ability to be able to speak again?
2 days ago, and I was returned that ability a day or two after I last saw you all.
Um, I'd probably ask her if that there is something that I would, if we can speak in private. That way, I'm not constantly using magic. I wanted her. I want to ask her if she knows anything about the tether dying. Unless I'm saying that word wrong.
Nope, tether dying.
Okay.
I can meet after 5 around the corner from the mess hall.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd probably just thank her, and I will meet her there at 5.
Okay. And she addresses the rest of you with, is there anything else you need? And if none of you chime in, you're good to go.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Hope you're feeling better soon.
all right, 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
See
let
if
me.
Garkin just keeps reading.
That was a level 2 slot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to mark it off just in case I forget.
Okay. So 5 o'clock. They actually quarter after because she has to lock up the admin building and get over to the other building.
I would probably get there first
Yes.
and see if anybody's following her.
Make a perception check.
Well, you never know, right?
Yeah. You do not notice anyone following her.
Okay.
Or behaving in a manner that would suggest that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would guess with like a 20, it'd be lesser amazing at hiding. I'd probably be able to catch them, but all right.
Okay. So yeah, you meet up in that hallway that sort of goes to nowhere around the corner.
Oh, we're the same place with that whole thing that happened with Mara. Because that ended well. Or was that a different spot?
That was where I believe Zin took Mara to originally.
Great. Miss Von Hopper, thank you for coming to meet me.
So
Pardon?
I said there's not a lot of places you can go that you can pretty much guarantee people aren't going to be there.
Yeah. And trying to telepathically communicate this entire conversation would look very awkward if somebody walks by and we're just staring at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a college. How awkward is that? It's either magic or drugs.
She's a faculty member. If she's doing drugs with the students, I'm pretty sure she's getting a lot more trouble.
Probably depends on what subject she's teaching.
I suppose.
Right. So
And if she does try to telepathically communicate, I will leave myself open to communication.
okay.
Just in case.
Nope. She just addresses you all and.
Oh, I didn't know everybody was coming.
Oh, I was it just you going then?
No one said they were coming with.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Unless
Vincent,
I mean,
I was
unless
gonna
you
say,
ask us to come.
He'd be going. He'd be
It's like,
following along.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
you guys would be more than welcome.
well, it was telepathic, so they wouldn't actually know.
And I didn't say anything, so
Yeah.
unless I metagame that, I told them I'm by
No.
myself.
No, but did I notice that he was following her to see if anybody was following her?
No, I arrived in the spot first. I said I would have probably went there early just to see if anybody was maybe tailing her. That way, give her a warning before anything happens.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even think. I was like, oh yeah, I did telepathic this entire conversation, so they would have no idea
Yeah.
where.
So yeah, and this would be about 3 hours after that. So
It wouldn't be abnormal for me to just go off by myself
Yeah.
on the campus.
yeah.
So
So yeah, she uh, what was it you had asked her?
if she knows anything about the tether die,
For lack of a better term, they are the Elven Royal Guards, sworn to serve via a blood oath.
I would tell her that Lord Craggle was calling me that when everything went to shit, pretty much.
She just looks down at your chest and then back up at you. When you don the symbol of the tether dying, it's easy to spot.
Well, I've also come to the information that my mother may have been one. I would gauge her reaction with that.
The line was broken some time ago. Approximately. You can see her just thinking for a second. 25 to 30 years ago.
That would be about the time that I would have been born.
Um,
Because this pendant did belong to her.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, fine. Come on, big money. Hey, not big money.
You can see you can see the wheels are certainly turning, but she just says, "It is not my story to share. That would be that would be Marina Dar, you could ask."
You happen to know of a way that I can possibly get a hold of her? This time would
I figured I put the spelling there for you.
Yeah, I see that in my. Oh, you put it in my journal as well.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I think it was probably when I talked to my dad.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Um,
because like I can write a letter, I just don't know
Yeah.
where the heck I'm going to send it.
uh, sh- she would be in Evermore Keep.
Okay.
It
So-
is the capital of Faymore.
Oh God, I hope I spelled that right. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Uh,
Oh, Faymore. I thought you said they. I'm surprised you didn't ask me where I got this information from.
well, you've been wearing that since she first met you, so she knew what it meant.
So she was just choosing not to say anything because it's not her story to tell.
Well, you
Okay.
also never asked, so it's
Well, she did ask about wanting to know what not Collingsworth, what's the other guy? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart moment. The guy who's missing.
Tobias.
Tobias. She asked about like what Tobias meant by his me not knowing who I am and all that, and wanting to know more, so I didn't know if she actually knew.
She knew what that pendant meant.
Ah, nothing more than that. Okay.
Nothing more than that. She also would have known that the line was broken. And make her own interpretations of what that could mean or for yourself.
Yeah. Is there any advice you could give me? Um,
The only advice I can give you there are those who would see the breaking of the line as a capital offense.
I will thank her for all the information and coming to talk with me.
You can see she thinks over a few things for a second before she says, "Please give Miss Riviera and Miss Rainmine my regards. Good day." And she leaves.
Okay. Then probably usually around our normal dinner time, I'd probably meet up with the
Yeah,
rest of the group.
yeah, probably about, well, it's not that far off.
Yeah. Usually we split about 7. We usually go grab food.
6.
6, 7, something like that.
And it's easy to say you guys would have been there for at least 15, so 30 minutes or less from when that ended.
As soon as I see Sol and Zen, I would tell them that Miss Von Hopper sends her regards.
Okay. After you see that, you would see Soul almost let out a breath, like she almost as if she had been holding it for some time, and just a rigidness drop out of her shoulders.
Are you okay over there, Sol?
I never seen Miss Faunhopper like that.
I
Well,
shouldn't.
Lord
See,
Collingsworth was pretty rough on her.
Or like that. Okay. So unless you guys have anything more,
No, I think I'm good.
all right.
Just going to save that for now.
Yeah. So we'll skip to the next morning, and let me just update reading again. Right. So, Gargan, you finish the book that night. I'll take care of updating your journal for next session with your recipes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. And we'll call it there. Great session, guys. I'll leave the server up in case you gotta make notes. And see y'all again in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, take care. Thank you.